Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to use Figma for your email design. So first off, you're going to create an account. I'm not going to go over that, but to access the tab that I'm in right now, you click this button, new design file. And whenever you've done this, you're going to get into this section. So now, how to move in Figma. This is what you're going to use every time. So learn, do's control, scroll up, go up, scroll down, and go down. You can take a screenshot of this. I'm going to zoom for you. So typically, this is what your setup is going to look like. Here's you're going to have your company or the brand you're working with font for your headlines, and then their classic copy font. Then you're going to have their logo, images, colors, which you can all pick up from their website, and using this extension right here. This is the one I have, but you can use any one really, as long as you get the color after. Oh, my PC is slow because of Loom. Okay, quick intermission, but that's alright. This is a frame tool. You're going to use it every time. I just clicked here basically, but you can also use the F. Press F and it's going to load the same result. And now I'm going to talk about layering. You're always going to make it 600 pixel wide, by the way, because it's standard size. Don't make it longer. Keep the ratio intact. And the height is going to vary depending on how much content you're going to have in your email. Okay, so now layering. This is a panel that you have on the left. It's like the lower it is here, the more in the back it's going to be. So if you want something to stack on top of each other, make sure that it's layered properly here. Okay, so now that you have your frame, you're always going to start with your logo and duplicate it here on the other frame. I pressed Alt and left click. Then you're going to center it, always center your things, move it up with your arrows, and shift if you want it to go faster. Then you press shift, because otherwise it's not going to keep the ratio, like it's going to do something like this, and alt to keep it centered. So if you press both, it's going to scale nicely. Then you move it up, you adjust it. Your hero image, you're going to duplicate it, and this is why this the setup that I talked to you about makes sense, right? You don't want to go back and forth with their website every time. Then you're going to press the rectangle tool, because as you can see, the image doesn't really fit nicely, or you won't have a proper looking email because of the ratio of the image. Now we're going to use a trick to make it look smoother. As you can see, the image is the same size, but I used the rectangle to match the color evenly. So instead of solid here, you're going to use a linear gradient and make it fit every color that it has on the bottom. Because it's an image, it has different nuance, different shades, classic stuff. So here, you're going to pick the color from here and use the eyedropper tool to make it fit. You can also use the press I to select the eyedropper instantly. So I. Looks like there's going to be a part 2 in this video. But yeah, now that you've done this, you're going to make the same for the frame and fit this bit. So select the frame, select the color, go with linear, zoom out, and make it fit here. Okay, so I just noticed I told you to basically do your setup correctly, but I didn't tell you how to do so. So to do that, what really you have to do is to get the text, you'll press either here for the text thing, or alternatively, you just press T and get some text here. And to edit the text, to make it look like the way you want, you edit the font here. If you want to make it bold, thin, and the size of it here. Now you get the text. To import your images, you're going to have to open your file and just drag and drop the images that you want here. These are rectangles. You just press R, as we mentioned in the last video, eyedropper, and select the color. So that's basically how you do the setup. I'm going to continue ahead with the design as planned before. So same, drag and drop the headline, make it look smaller. Either you just here or you press Ctrl Shift and the sign strictly inferior, and it's going to scale down. Now you center it with the tool here, or by pressing Alt and H. Use the tool here if you're a beginner. I don't want to make you remember too much thing, but yeah, center it, adjust the headline. I won't do it now because it makes sense. Just edit the text like you would in a Google Doc. Drag and drop the copy. Now to change the color, you press either here and you select the color code, or what I'm gonna do is just use the eyedropper tool. That's what I generally do. Like, nobody really cares if it's like an exact color match. I use the eyedropper tool here and select the color. Now you would have your rectangles here. You can also use the eyedropper to make it look like homogeneous, same color code every time, but sometimes just do that. Then you're gonna duplicate the text if you want to make a button. You'll call it Shop Now. Shop Now. And then you're gonna make a rectangle behind it, layer it so it's behind your Shop Now button. Select the two, align them vertically and horizontally. Now just select the rectangle and adjust the colors in the setting. Make it without fill, so it has the same color at the background, and add a stroke. Lengthen the stroke, eyedropper, and select the color in the background. Now you're just going to adjust the button. Press Alt, so whenever you make an adjustment on one side, it does the same on the opposite one. So that's basically it. I'm going to reorder it so it's above the fold, as an email marketer do. So put it here, lowers the text, and now it's going to be super simple. These icons I just found on their website. I just got the thing behind it. It's just an extra element of style, but you don't have to do it. If you do, just press circle and make it eyedropper, and then select a different shade of blue kind of thing, and then paste the icons on top of it. That's how you do it. And then you drag the icon that you downloaded from their website on top of it. Then you drag the copy and edit like a natural ingredient is what you can do. Ingredients. Then you select the two, center them, and that's basically how you get an icon. You do that for the three of them and paste the image on top of each one, and that's how you do this section. So now I'm going to zoom in and adjust it so we can fit three of those in a single row. I'm going to scale it down, press K, and then keep it centered using Alt, and then shrink it. Now you're going to duplicate them, press Alt and duplicate as we did before. Now select all three because it doesn't fit, and rescale down. Fit it in the middle. You can roughly do it like that. Okay. Now, this is just the headline font, shrink down and with a different color. So shrink down, keep it centered using this. See, once you pick up a good flow, it's all the same thing, like forever. And then edit the copy, not gonna do it. And now that you have all the elements, it's basically the same thing. All the scale that you use to design the above the full section, you're gonna use exactly the same to design these. So this, you're gonna select it, duplicate, and drop it here. Then here, you duplicate and drop here. This is the copy. So select a piece of copy, shrink it down, keep it centered. So press Alt. Now, if it doesn't look really good, adjust it. Make it look good for your clients. Okay. Duplicate it. We're gonna adjust the color in a minute, and then you're gonna duplicate the button and make it change color too. Duplicate the button twice. I'm not gonna edit the copy because you know how to do that. These are gonna be colors from the can itself. So you can make it darker, like the can has different shade. Find one that is readable, and same thing from here. So this is it. You move everything up, so you select everything and you move up. Now, if you're actually doing this, make sure everything is centered. Don't be lazy. But that's basically how you do it. Now you can exactly replicate an email like this. And yeah, here you go. I think that's it for this video. I'm probably gonna do some other one, and if you need some inspiration, go to Really Good Emails. They have plenty of inspiration for you. Follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna drop some other video like this.